Louder!
Yay!
Louder!
Yay!
Louder!
Sup, bitch? It's been a while. How are y'all doing? Good? No? That sucks. Sorry about the lack of content. I could lie and say that I've been busy reading or editing, but I'm just really fucking lazy. Subscribe if you want the obligation of pleasing a fan base to stimulate my productivity. I still do want to output something for you guys though, so I thought, hey, you have opinions, why not put them on full display for all of the people watching you to criticize? That being said, Equestria Girls!
We should fuck up in every zip code. It will make my pussy better than a fish bowl. You see a kitty cat, I pet it like a pet. For doggy style so much, I need to go to the vet.
Meh. It's very meh. Out of all the main films, this one I never see myself returning to. The animation got really weird at times, especially when it comes to, like, heads turning. I can't hold it against him, though. It was Wildbrain's first attempt. I remember liking it as a kid, obviously. Clearly, though, it was polarizing to bronies at the time, but, like, if you had to adapt the ponies into humans, this is how you do it. The Karens threw a hissy fit at Derpy's walleyes. You seriously thought Hasbro would have taken a chance with skin tone? Fuck out of here, these are fine. I like their designs for the most part, though I do have more criticisms than compliments. For one thing, everyone's wearing a skirt. For some of them, yeah, it works, but I do not fuck with the idea of Rainbow Dash wearing a skirt, no matter how much it looks like a circus. Actually, Artie's hair too. It's messy, which tracks with her personality, but if she's gonna be the archetypical extreme sports tomgirl, then she should keep it in a ponytail. Also, I know why they didn't do it, but I really wish I gave Flutz an undercut. She's supposed to be a teen. She's the quiet girl. Give me big titty goth Fluttershy. The other thing that bothers me about the designs universally is the boots. They're all ugly as fuck. As a toy accessory, sure, whatever. I don't care about the toys. But design-wise, they all suck and make no sense. Maybe they were too nervous about showing too much leg on these girls? I don't know. The only ones that should wear boots, especially ones that are that tall, are Applejack and holy shit! Who's little Miss Ketchup and Mustard over here? I'm gonna level with you guys here. Fluttershy is my favorite out of the main six, and Apple Bloom is my second favorite character, but both of their asses combined don't usurp the majesty that is Sunset motherfucking Shimmer. Sure, she's kind of a generic bitch in this one, but her VA's performance is flawless. Her piercing blue eyes gaze into my soul, and the burning hatred for those who stand in her way cause my heart to melt. Okay, well, I'm kind of exaggerating. She's still a generic high school bitch in this movie. Until she goes fucking demon mode at the end, which is pretty sick. She's not at her best yet, and neither are these movies. The plot of this one is fine for a high school fish out of water story, but it's pretty bland and generic. Kinda like the music. Is that a hot take? I don't like this movie's soundtrack. E.G. Stomp is my favorite, as well as A Strange New World, but I only ever listen to the instrumentals. All the others are pretty generic pop songs, usually in the key of D or E flat, not my favorite to listen to, especially with lyrics. But damn if things didn't improve with... Wow, what an upgrade. Immediately better looking than Through the Mirror, which is what I sometimes call the first film. Again, not that Through the Mirror was bad looking, but Rainbow Rocks has more dynamic facial expressions. The characters feel like they have some weight to them, in contrast to the sort of marionette puppet show look from before, though it's still kind of there. Still, shit just feels more natural. So at this point, Sunny Buns is reformed and rocks with the main six, which is pretty dope, but the rest of the school hates her for the mind raping that took place at the end of the last movie, which is pretty nope. Make no mistakes though, this is a Sunset Shimmer feature. Twiggly Wiggly Sparkle may steal the show the fourth of a way in, but Sunset is always doing her own thing, either demonstrating some amazing feats of empathy or just making me feel bad for her since everyone hates her, especially probably herself. Think this one couldn't get any better though? Well then sit down, shut up, stand back up, and listen to some of this shit, because you're gonna want to dance your ass off to this soundtrack. Some songs are still pretty generic, courtesy of the Rainbooms, but still awesome as I wanna be. Under Our Spell, Battle of the Bands, these are some genuinely great fucking songs. I listen to them all the time. First time I heard Tricks Up My Sleeve, I paused the movie and looked up the whole thing, and hot damn, A minor, synths, dubstep wubs? Trixie's right. I'd love to see the Dazzlings top that. Welcome to the motherfucking show. I love this song so much, and I'm gonna tell you why. Firstly, this song is in 15/8. When the fuck have you ever heard of a song in a kid's show in an odd meter, especially one as wonky as 15/8. Seriously, I would like to know. Secondly, the song is in B minor, which is the relative minor of D major, which is what most of the Rainbow songs are written in. How nuts is that? Thirdly, the dulcet tones of the Dazzlings over the first part of the song are just perfect. The second part works to juxtapose the first. The third is so fucking intense, and you got Sunset Shimmer on the ending? Holy fuck! Now, look, I know it sounds like I'm gushing my balls out right now, but this isn't peak Equestria Girls. It's just that, in my opinion, this is an improvement on Through the Mirror in every single way, and legit gave me hope. And I'm sure it reassured a lot of other people that these films can be something genuinely great. And that leads us to...
Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a giggle, wanna see.
Right off the bat, I'll say that I don't think Friendship Games is better than Rainbow Rocks objectively. Really, it depends on who you ask, like how there's a debate between Sonic 2 or Sonic 3, or Crash 2 and Crash 3. As for me, it's hard to say which one I really like more. I mean, I can definitely say that I've seen Friendship Games the most, but that's not necessarily because I enjoyed it, just kept popping up. The animation just keeps getting better and better in these, so that's some good shit. Gotta say though, I am not a fan of Shim Sham's new fit. The transparent skirt doesn't do anything for me, the stiletto heels make me seriously question every scene she runs in, and I like the boots otherwise, but they clash so hard with the aesthetic of everyone else's boots. The best thing about her design now is that they desaturated her hair, which looks way better than the condiment station she's had going on for a while now. I read somewhere that they made her hair lighter because they wanted to represent a shift from a darker state of mind to a lighter state of mind, which I think is bullshit, at least for the hair. Her clothes though, yeah, I could see it. They're just not for me. We got replacement Twiggy joining us for this one, and I'm just gonna say that I think she's at her best in this movie. She's clearly the archetypical nerdy girl, but it's never played to comedic effect in this one, since she's so shy all the time and the story never calls for it. Although the story is interesting. If you've taken a walk around the EG block and stopped to suck the cock of a few bonus features on the DVD set, or just found them on YouTube, you should know this movie originally had a whole ass subplot that was cut out of the final edit. It centered around Soy Sauce Bimmer not feeling like she belongs in the human world, and becoming frustrated with how she couldn't make sense of its magic. In a vacuum? Hell yeah! Give me that shit. Sunset Shimmer all day. Look at my shirt! I get why it was cut out of the movie though. It really doesn't have anything to do with anything and kinda comes out of nowhere, excluding the Science of Magic short that came before this. Musically, it's solid. More consistently good than Rainbow Rocks. Despite that OST having some absolute bangers, it also had some absolute nangers. In contrast, I can find myself jamming out to pretty much every song from Friendship Games, especially the 2NU songs. What More That's Out There Duet and Free the Magic are two insanely powerful songs sung exclusively by Sunset Shimmer's VA, Rebecca Soychet. Soychet? I don't fucking know. God damn, she's an amazing singer. Daniel Ingram's an amazing composer. And Will Anderson's great too. Soundtrack's great. Story's solid. Villain's shite though, isn't she? I don't like her motives, and her name is Abacus Cinch, which just makes me think of To Kill a Mockingbird, and that makes me think of dead dogs and unfair court systems. Like I said, it's gonna depend on who you ask which one of these is better, but I'm just gonna give both of them the coveted status of aight, and move on. Okay, well, speaking of indecisiveness, literally all the time I vacillate between putting Legend of Everfree above or below the last two movies. I don't think I need to tell you that this is the best looking movie yet. The only thing that still looks a little dopey is the run cycle, but faces are super expressive, motions are fluid, and the animations are all birdie-like. We finally changed up the aesthetic from an endless sea of lockers to an endless sea of trees, and it's really good looking. Apparently the backgrounds were outsourced to a Filipino animation studio called Top Draw, and yeah, they were the right choice. Every facet of this movie looks great. Yes, including, and I can finally say this now, the outfits! Because we're in an outdoorsy environment, everyone's wearing outdoorsy clothes, abandoning the godforsaken boots and letting their shins breathe. Everyone looks so good in this movie! Well, almost everyone. Yeah, I don't like Timber Spruce, sorry. Just so you know, I'm not a Flashlight shipper, although I am grateful the writers made Flash a character worthy of sympathy, but no. Just no when it comes to Timber, more specifically his flirting tactics. I mean, I guess they'd work on Nerdlight over here, who probably gets as much game as a bloated corpse, but anyone else though, they'd either laugh him off or reflexively cringe. Guess what I do?
Whoa. I know I'm charming, but you don't have to fall for me.
Cringe! I don't think the soundtrack is exceptionally awesome this time. All except the end credits song, Hope Shines Eternal. I sing that one a lot. The incidental and background music though is probably the best we've heard yet. Really sucks me into the movie. You know what's the worst though and completely sucks me out of the movie? Rarity. I don't know what the fuck they did to her character in this movie, but she's literally talking about throwing a fashion show or making unfunny pretty girl one-liners every 5 seconds, and it genuinely annoys the shit out of me every time I watch this one. And I've seen this one a lot too, probably second most to friendship games. It feels like Legend of Everfree was supposed to be better than everything that came before it. It definitely was given the groundwork to, what with the animation and background music being the best yet, but it also kind of falls flat for me in too many areas, mainly characterization. So much so that I'd consider it a debatably underwhelming end to the Quadrilogy. I wasn't disappointed, but I could see how people would be. Oh well, sorry to end this video on a low point, guys, but it'd be like that sometimes. I'm gonna get off my ass and start dedicating myself to the channel, so until then, stay awesome. We could turn us— Oh yeah, and I'm gonna make a part 2 talking about the specials, so stay tuned for that, please. I love you, bye. We could turn a sketch into a masterpiece. When you're here, I feel like I'm complete. Every day's a brighter day with you in my life, and every time we fall, we get back up again. Look around and you will find a friend. You are my Equestria Girls.